이제 본격적으로 이 문화기술 발전과 미래 전망을 제시할 기조연설이 있겠는데요. 첫 번째 기조연사, 원장님과 과장님께서 말씀하셨죠. 저 멀리 오스트리아에서 오셨습니다. 세계 최고 미디어 아트 기관인 아르스 일렉트로니카에서 국제 아티스트 겸 연구원이자 큐레이터로 활동 중인 히데야키 오가와 씨입니다. 다양한 프로젝트로요, 미디어 아티스트들의 관심을 한 몸에 받고 계시고요. 오스트리아 린츠의 컨서트 대학교에서 교수로 재직 중이시라고 합니다. 이 아르스 창조 프로젝트를 통해 우리나라 문화기술의 미래를 진단하는 시간을 갖도록 하겠습니다. 히데야키 오가와 아티스트를 박수로 맞아주시기 바라겠습니다.
So, hello everyone. My name is Ogawa, Hideaki Ogawa from Ilektronika, Linz of Austria. And I'm an artist and a curator and a researcher in Ilektronika. Before starting my talk, I would like to thank KOCCA for giving us really great opportunity for explaining our activities of Ilektronika. Today, I would like to talk about this, our Institute Ilektronika Linz, and as a creative catalyst. And so this could be hints for also culture and technology, also for Korean community and people. First of all, I would like to introduce my favorite reference from John Maeda, who is a most important pioneer in the field of media art. He says, designers create solutions, but artists create questions. So as I said, I'm an artist. I'm recently asking by myself, so am I creating questions to people or to society? If I'm starting to talk about creativity and economy, we tend to, imagine the design. Okay, design is of course great to proceed the creativity for connecting to industry, and it's giving the solution. But we are sometimes missing this very powerful chemical power by artists. So, giving the questions. And in this context, I'm reminded big giant from here, Korea. His name is Namjoon Park. Definitely, what he realized he did was not design, but creating questions for people with developing the technologies. So, for this intersection, Ilektronika is, in a way, very interesting intersection for these questions. So the location is here in Linz. Probably you don't know the Linz. And it's really in the central Europe. When I checked the Google, I realized, it's quite center. But it's in between, in Vienna and the Salzburg. And actually, this is our history of Ilektronika. About Ilektronika. So Ilektronika is International Institute for Media Art, owned by City of Linz. And our history was started in 1979. Imagine, so it's quite a long time ago. And so this is a general overview of the timeline. So starting from 1979, we started as a festival. And afterwards, 1987, we started the international award called the Ilektronika. Afterwards, 1996, we started the Ilektronika Center as a permanent kind of a museum, and Future Lab to develop the innovative products and research. And in 2009, as you can see, this building, actually this is facing to the Danube River, and this very beautiful house was opened. Actually, in 2009, Linz was selected as a culture capital of Europe, and Linz is known as a really creative city also in Europe. Our permanent slogan is art, technology, and society. So imagine the creativity among art, technology, and society. This is our very fundamental notion to make the driving force based on our this base. Our institute is consisted of 4 departments. As I said, Festival Ars Electronica, Pre-Ars Electronica, Ars Electronica Center, and the Future of. As you can see, through the year, you can encounter with really attractive and creative environment and mood in here in Linz. For example, this is Ars Electronica festivals. As I said, since 1979, we selected a very challenging topic every year. For example, as you can see, 1992, it says like nanotechnology, and so this kind of topic. For example, in 2000, it was talking about the next sex. And for example, 1998 was InfoWar. And so recent years in this way, Repair Origin was collaboration with CERN. It's a scientific research institute in Switzerland. And last year was a big picture, how to construct the new vision, not from the top-down point of view, but rather how to make it as a patchwork process. And so this year, if you have time, please come to Linz. The topic is a total recall. So how our memory is working, how the media technologies are developed with our memory. So this is a really great and a platform to talk about the latest topics for culture and technologies. Then, for example, the Pre-Ars Electronica is an international award, and this second department is doing about this organization for Pre-Ars Electronica. For example, what we had as a category is computer art and computer music and interactive art, hybrid art, digital community, and also for youth culture, so a U19 category for freestyle computing. We have this kind of very famous international award. For example, the very famous story was in 1987 in the computer art category. Probably you know John Lasseter, so he is a kind of founder of Pixar, won the award in the really, so when he started the activities. And for example, this piece by Stellak from Australia won the Golden Nika, is a first prize, actually first prize in the hybrid art. So this piece is very challenging for artistic exploration. What he did was implant artificial ear to his body, and what you can do is his idea of this project is, what if you could listen to the sound by the internet through his ear, right? So it's really, he transformed his body as a kind of media. So also, on the other hand, like Wikipedia or WikiLeaks, this kind of very challenging platform was awarded. So it means that in the Pre-Ars Electronica, we can see the years digest, years so to say, best pieces all over the world about culture and technologies. And here is the Ars Electronica Center. So our slogan is a museum of the future. You can meet the really moment of the future. So as you can see, so we introduce many artistic, typical media art as an art gallery. But as you can see in the main gallery, so at the bottom, this gallery is now currently explaining the new builds of humankind. So from biotechnology to robotics, it's a really huge science. And so how artists are reacting to this field. The new builds are emerging, right? And as a facade, so you can see the very interesting facade. Actually, this facade is a programmable facade. So for local students of Linz, or for artists, we are providing simulator to create the expression on the facade in the public space. And for example, this might be interesting for you. This is a very unique platform called Deep Space. It's a huge immersive environment, 16 by 9 meter L structure. And so by using with 3D glasses, you can, so to say, explore in this deep space. And we have also tracking system of people. And the point, what I want to mention here is how to use these. And as I said, here, our Sectonica is owned by City of Linz. What we realize is we are making many applications for citizens of Linz. For example, with the marathon event, we use here as a really live, so to say, broadcasting environment. For example, for piano recital, piano performance, we are using so here as a really challenging performing arts. But imagine just what do you want to use here? We can imagine many ideas how to use this kind of platform for general people. So in this way, our Sectonica was very, I would say, there are three important flavors. So this is the first flavor of our Sectonica. Our Sectonica's flavor number one is intersection among art, technology, and society. And for the connection to the creative economy, I would mention two directions for local impact and global economy. Firstly, for the local impact, so as far as I know, so really Linz is known as a creative city. And also in Europe, Linz is one of the highest rate for creative people as a population-wise. And many industries are gathering and create the new movement. So city has a very nice, calm, open mindset for creativity generally. But of course, the core was a kind of our Sectonica. So our Sectonica works for this, really promoting the creativity for people. And the second point is for global aspect. Actually, I'm not initially from Europe. And I didn't know where about Linz, but many interesting people went to Europe, but for our Sectonica. So it means our Sectonica is known as a very like a mecca of the media art. And it has a very important 3 points. One is continuity, so how to keep it over 30 years. We've conducted these activities. So second thing is interaction, not just creating pieces, and not producing information, but how to accept the many inputs from all over the world. So this is a really important aspect, also probably also for CT in Korea in future. And the future